This video was originally broadcast live on Twitch during Decaf Jedi's first year as a streamer. Expect janky video, questionable audio, and the usual poor gameplay. Enjoy!
Hey everyone, and welcome to my Police Quest 2 stream, but not just any Police Quest 2 stream. I'm going to be playing the Japanese version of Police Quest 2, sort of a rare oddity of a Sierra release. As far as I know, it's unique in the sense that while Sierra ported other games for the Japanese market, Police Quest 2 is the only one that got a graphical makeover. And in this case, we'll see as the game unfolds, some of the art has been replaced with something maybe more in line with what we might think of as the anime style. So it's an interesting little artifact of Sierra history, one that's a little hard to track down and that isn't talked about that much, but I'm really excited to stream it. So that's what we'll be doing tonight. This version originally came out in 1989. It was released for the PC-98 in Japan. For the most part, we'll see the puzzles, the writing, all of that's pretty much the same, but certainly the art and some of the music, we'll see some of the shifts. That's where you really see the difference between this version and the original Western release. A couple of disclaimers before we jump into the game. The first disclaimer, at some level, I think applies to the Police Quest series in general. Hey, Brian, how's it going? The first disclaimer applies to the Police Quest series in general, which is this game isn't great necessarily. There are some tedious bits. There's a lot of police procedure that has to be followed. Missing one little step or forgetting to pick one little thing up has a tendency to come back and bite you in the ass way down the road. So with that in mind, I'm going to be using a walkthrough tonight so I can try to get through as much of this game and show as much of the content as I can to everyone, rather than getting bogged down on some of the puzzles along the way. So that's disclaimer number one. Disclaimer number two, this also applies to a good bit of the Police Quest series. Parts of this game haven't necessarily aged well. There's some problematic bits, particularly with regards to race and ethnicity. We'll call those out when we hit them. But yeah, I just wanted to give a heads up that, yeah, there's some stuff that was very much a product of its time. Doesn't necessarily play all that well today in some cases. So just a couple of disclaimers there, but otherwise we will jump right in. And I encourage you guys, check out, if you're in Twitch, you might notice the little buckazoids over in the chat window. I've added some new features for this stream that will allow you to spend the buckazoids that accumulate as you watch the stream to do stuff like get me to type in a certain parser command or name my next saved game. Feel free to use those. And if you're enjoying the stream, follow, subscribe, all that sort of good stuff. But enough of that. Let's get started and we will launch into Police Quest 2, The Vengeance, the Japanese conversion or localization or version or port. I don't know. We're gonna have fun with it though. Enough smarm already, let's police. That's exactly right. Wanted for excessive verbosity. That's the least of Jim Walls' crimes. He isn't. That's interesting. Yeah, this is NEC PC-98 sound, but being run through ScumDM. 1 year has passed since Detective Sonny Bonds successfully brought Jesse Bains, the Death Angel, to justice. Bains' world of rampant drugs and open violence, the world he controlled so well, has been silenced. Followed, of course, by the Japanese subtitles, which I do not read. We'll just have to trust them to be accurate. Does it want want me to press enter here to proceed? It must. There we go. As the memory of this animal slowly fades, the city of Lytton once again lives in the peace and serenity of its past. Jeshi Benzu, that's great. Officer Sonny Bonds has been promoted to the position of homicide detective. The day begins with Detective Bonds arriving for another routine workday, or so it seems. Oop, here we go. This is our first change that we're going to see. Not only did they redraw a lot of the sprites in the game, but we actually get these kind of redraws of the copy protection criminal mugshots here at the beginning. And check out those devil horns. Isn't that fabulous? This is based on a similar character from the Western release, just sort of made so much more better in every way. So I believe this will get us in. And here we are. We can see the close-up of Sonny with his spiky yellow and green hair. Yeah, this is where things start getting fun. We'll notice here in just a moment. Yeah, we'll want to change the game language. Yeah, we have Japanese or English options. We can turn the subtitles on or off. We'll do it in English. Again, I'm not going to get very far in Japanese, so this will work much better. One of the first differences we'll notice other than the visuals is when I get the keys, we'll have a different you scored points music. So yeah, the art is really weird. This is kind of wild, isn't it? He has blonde hair with a green tinge. So listen to the different music here. You take the keys from ignition, then you open the glove box. Oops. All right, we see our car registration and our business card. Get card. Already, this is sort of a strange puzzle. You get your business card. You have to turn it over with no hint to do that to find out what will become the combination to your locker. So let's close the box. And let's exit the car. So already there's some differences. In the US version, parked right beside this blue car, there's actually another car in the parking lot. It's missing from this release. Also, in the Western release, the American flag that's up there is animated, whereas here, due to the limitations of the PC-98, it's a static resource. Giving a quick, smart salute, your heart swells with pride. Sonny is a patriot. All right, we are in the police station. Let's head to our locker. We just found out our combination a few minutes ago, which I think it wants open locker. Was it 36-4-12? We have a pinup of Sonny's girlfriend, Marie. She appeared in Police Quest 1. She's redone here, again, with more of a traditional anime style. You look at this picture at the beach, or you took this picture at the beach. Maria signed it. Love, Marie. What a girl. Oh no, we've redeemed at your command. This is one of my special channel rewards. It allows Paul here to ask me to enter in a command into the parser, and he asked kiss belly button. I'm sorry, you will not need to use the word belly button in this game, but it was a good idea. All right, let's get gun. Get ammo. Get cuffs. I thought that worked, really. You're spinning your wheels looking at that. Is there supposed to be a an Easter egg here or something? Or you just make me tap the phrase belly button. Oh wait, there it is. You look around to make sure no one is watching and kiss Marie's belly button. Oh my gosh, that's the creepiest thing. What's wrong with Sonny? Oh no. You decide that it isn't a bit like the real thing. Wow. This is already intense. Yeah, yikes. This is, this is getting upsetting. Okay, so here's a great bit of game design. Let's see, look. You're in Lytton's newly remodeled police station. This is the hall. There are several doors, a counter, and an evidence window. Look, counter. Storage bins. Open bin. Oh, hey, thanks for hosting. I appreciate that. Open bin. Get kit. That would be so easy to miss. There's no visual clue that there's anything you need to get there. And now we're at the shooting range. I actually looked up. I have a few saved games from just testing this in the last day or two. Is it Lytton or Lytton? I actually looked this up before the stream because I was like, I'm gonna have to say that 400 times. And according to the wiki, the Police Quest wiki, it is Lytton. When you're ready, you can fire at will. Okay, so this is a nice bit of Police Quest style procedural content. Basically, we have to go practice shooting our gun and make sure that the sights are properly aligned. Loaded. And then we will draw our gun. And then F10. Oh no, I forgot to wear my protectors. That's bad. That is actually a death in this game if you fire too many shots. Okay, we almost had a horrible death there. All right, now we are going to lower our weapon. Push view button. That'll bring the target back to us. And we can see that we are firing high and to the left. Adjust sights. So we're a little bit high. We'll change the elevation screw. And then we're way left, so we'll try that. Okay, we have another request. Kiss gun. Not sure what you want me to do. I think we were pretty clear, weren't we? Brian, thank you for redeeming that at your command. I'm already feeling very good at adding that to the channel. Okay, let's see how we do this time. If you don't do this later in the game, when you get further along, you aren't able to actually hit your shots. Your gun is shooting high, but not much. New target. Push back. Draw a gun. Oops, I forgot to adjust it. The whole point of this. Adjust sights. Okay. Try this again. Hopefully that did it. It will give us a few points when we're properly aligned. There we go. Now we're going to... Oops. Empty out our clip here so we can get some more ammo. So we have to go new target. Push back button. Draw a weapon. And fire wildly. Click. Okay. Now let's leave. Take off our ear protectors. I love Sonny's hair all spiked up in the front there. He's also wearing, I think, a different colored jacket or pants. Every time you score a point, it sounds like a catty empress glancing slyly. That's perfect. We're adjusted now. Okay. Give protectors. I can't type. Get ammo. Okay, we got some ammo back. Okay, I'm going to save, and this is a good chance to show off an interesting difference in the game. So, just like in the original Police Quest 2, when you pull out your gun in the station, the game warns you that's not such a great idea. Not again. I keep drawing this gun the darndest places. So Sonny's got his gun out, and then if you fire, you're in deep trouble for reckless endangerment of lives and property. And it takes us to this Detective Sonny Bonds goes berserk front page, but in the in the Japanese version, he has like a crazy Hannibal Lecter sort of look going on. Yeah, spelling on stream is giving me tons of anxiety too. I'm glad there's someone else out there. So yeah, let's get another look at that because it's pretty wild. Click. Oh, loaded. Now click. So yeah, get a look at that. He's much less disturbed looking in the Western version. All right, load my gun back up. Let's go into Sonny's homicide office. Thanks for joining tonight, everyone. I've been really excited to play this one, and I'm glad other people were interested in the bizarre content it has to offer. Bonds, we have bad news. Jesse Bains has escaped Lytton City Jail. Look at the captain with the big purple hair. Not only has he escaped, but he took the jailer as hostage. Bonds, I've named you and your partner Keith to a special task force with the code name of Target. Sweet. I want you boys to answer any and all calls that might even be remotely connected to this dirtbag. This game has a lot of Lethal Weapon vibes to it. Captain orders you, find a mugshot of that punk and get on this immediately. All right. Still the Chief's ice cream in his wig. So let's see here. Let's sit. Look at our basket. See a subpoena. Pick it up and read it. You're commanded to appear in Division 4 Superior Court of the City of Lytton as a witness for the people in the retrial matter against the defendant Jesse Bains. Notification of time and date will follow. Our partner is a lazy bum. He may be my favorite supporting Sierra character in some weird way. Can't believe what you just read. Just as the memory of this rat was passing into oblivion, he's back for a retrial. He's also terrible in a lot of ways. Keith is a study in contrasts. Let's see. Let's unlock our drawer. For some reason, Sonny's wallet is locked in his drawer, even though he just arrived at work. You'd think he would have had that with him, driving around. Open our wallet. We have our ID card, our shield. Oh, get note. Look, drawer. A thank you letter. Get letter. Read letter. A card from your good friend Marie Wilkins. On it is the message, Sonny, thank you for turning my life around. Love, Marie. Good friend, huh? A minute ago, he was kissing her belly button in a photograph. But that'll do. You're a detective. Start earning your money. I'll start detecting. Among the many papers on Captain Hall's desk, one catches your interest. You read. Passwords. This is bad security. Miami, ice cream, pistachio. Okay, now we've socially hacked the captain's passwords. You know Sonny's going to use that responsibly. You scan the bulletin board and see the shooting schedule. Below the board is a rack of car keys. The shooting schedule indicates you are behind on your scores. Now, let's go find Jesse Bains' file. Jesse Bains is, of course, the Death Angel. He was the villain that Sonny took down in the first game. Abdominal scars caused by bullets. He was born in 1951, so he's getting along in years. Arrest record, Sonny Bonds. Boy, I hope he doesn't try to take revenge on me or anything. Let's get his mugshot. Grab some car keys. Jesse Bains with blue hair. Yeah, you gotta have blue hair. This is perfect. When he'd be like 35 when this came out. Yeah, when this came out, that's not so bad. Nowadays, you know, at 50, he's what, born 1951. He's is my math right? Is the 69-year-old man? Okay, so he has some car keys. Let's use the computer. This computer is great. First of all, it's a Sierra monitor. I don't think Sierra ever produced hardware. And then we have basically something similar to a DOS prompt. So you have to know enough about DOS, and with the 80s you would have, to know to run a directory. And then you can change directory by typing CD. You can, oh, thank you for the nice, Jane. I'm glad someone said that. You can change directory to Sierra. You can run another directory. And here they have plugs for a bunch of Sierra games. Become the lovable nerd Larry one more time. Win 1 million a year for life. Win a fabulous cruise with a beautiful woman. Wish you were back in Lost Wages, counting your breath mints. So we have plugs for all of those. Let's see here, but we want to go into criminal. We'll go to Vice. And the password is Miami. We are right now hacking the department computer system using passwords we stole from the captain, which definitely seems like it's probably a crime, but Sonny's doing it anyway. Oops, not who I wanted to pull up. Don't think I desperately need to see any of these right now. Oops. Exit. Look computer. Look computer. Turn on. CD personnel. Now we're going to snoop on some of our co-workers with the password pistachio that we stole from the desk. And specifically, we want to look up Lloyd Pratt. He's in the narcotics department. He was wounded in the line of duty while coming to the aid of a critically wounded officer. Saved a small child from a burning vehicle. Saved someone having a heart attack. Allegation on-duty drug consumption. Oh, so there's suspicions that this cop in the narcotics department could be using drugs himself. Lay off, Chief. I'll get there. Actually, let me... All right, so I think we're done in here for the moment. Yeah, nothing like stooping around in HR files. But look, you say that, but in just a moment, Sonny is going to do a truly good deed that forgives all. Lloyd Pratt looks like he needs more sleep. Let's talk to man. Appearing slightly out of touch with his surroundings, your old friend Detective Lloyd Pratt slowly looks up and says, "Well, slap me some tracks and feed me a line. Mr. Bonds, what's up? Is that something people say? Is that a phrase?" Watch this. Ask about drugs. You quietly tell Lloyd about the ongoing internal affairs investigation, and you beg him to stop using drugs. In a clear voice, Lloyd responds to you. "Sonny, you are a true friend. I didn't realize how bad off I was until I woke up yesterday morning and didn't know where I was." "I've made my mind up," Lloyd continues. "Today I'm putting in for a leave of absence. I'm going to check myself into a rehabilitation center." Leaving Lloyd, you wish him all the luck in the world. You know he's made the correct decision. So Sonny just saved a man from drug addiction. And it was only, a short conversation and earned me points. So it's sort of a win all around. He's a true hero. Okay, let's get this show on the road. It's just that easy. Okay. Let's hop in the car. Not close enough. Yeah, just say no to drugs, kids. You don't want to end up like Lloyd Pratt. Start car. The little gutless wonder of an engine is running. What is that? It's like Jim Walls had a compact car at some point, and he's just mad about it. He's just real mad about it. Let's see here. I'm glad. Yeah, if I wasn't using a walkthrough right now, Brian, I wouldn't know about some of those things like the Pratt scene and stuff. But since I'm cheating, everyone gets to benefit from my cheating. That's the American way. Let's see. Actually, now I'm looking at my cheating page. I don't think I need to use my car. That makes sense. Actually, let me turn it off because this is Police Quest. Okay. I was thinking, if I don't turn that off, I'm in trouble. Yep, it's the undercover car. You're right. Ooh, kiss car. I'm not sure what you want me to do. I guess Sonny only kisses belly buttons. Oh, is there something to look in the trunk? Let me take a look. Open trunk. Look in trunk. Contains field kit. Be great if it contained like just a glowing light, Pulp Fiction style. Unlock door. Keith yells, "Wait up, Sonny, what's the rush anyway? The captain has been telling us this whole time we need to hurry up." We have Keith's anime close-up head there. 53 Mary 2, you hear the radio crackle. "I have traffic for you from 53 Mary 1. Keith grabs the mic and answers, "Dispatch 53 Mary 2, go ahead with your traffic." "Where are you, Bonds?" You cringe at Captain Fletcher Hall's angry tone of voice. "You haven't followed your orders. Get back here now." After acknowledging the transmission, Keith says, "Wow, Sonny, I've never heard Fletch so mad at you before. Better show some results soon or he'll have our badges." Okay, I'm moving a little too slowly. Oh, here's the chewing out scene. "Hey, boy," says the captain, "just in case you don't know, we have a police department to run. Now quit messing around and get back to work." It's glorious. The purple hair is just fantastic. "Having your undivided attention," the captain says. "For your information, Detective Bonds, it would be so ducky if you could check in with me more than once in a while just to see if I might have something for you to do." So ducky. After your mild reaming, he says, "Consider this a warning, fella. You can go now." Yeah, the animation is just too much. And Sonny looks like he has tears welling up in his eyes. Everything about it. You're a detective, start earning your money. Talk to Captain. Captain's on the phone. Make the angry man with purple hair stop. It's wonderful purple hair, though. Like, I don't want to fault him at all for the purple hair. What's the rush anyway? Keith didn't notice that whole getting chewed out thing. Okay. So we are ready to go. And we will drive to jail. Directly to jail. Do not pass go. Yeah, grunts Keith. Let's see if they've managed to keep any bad guys in. Keith. Dispatch copies 10-8 from the office. We're en route to Lytton City Jail. While driving to jail, Keith comments to you, say this escape has got to be a real nightmare for you. On the other hand, it must be a super nightmare for that poor correctional officer. Well, partner, Keith says, I guess this means the S hashtag exclamation point asterisk has hit the fan. Well, shit. Yeah, this is sort of jamming out, right? I sure hope Bains lets that correctional officer go unhurt. I just love how Keith chatters. Keith contacts dispatch. Lytton City Jail. Copy. All right, here we are. You go ahead, Sonny. I'll stay out here and have a smoke. I know that there's a potentially volatile situation underway, but I'm going to let you handle it while I take a quick break. Okay, let's open the locker. Thanks for dropping in, Brian. I'm glad you could make it. This was fun. I'll be sure to archive it if you'd like to watch any more of it later. Okay, we've put our gun away. Yes, I remember when I was a kid playing this and leaving my gun here too, so it's good advice. Press the buzzer. Booking desk, can I help you? Let's see, what am I supposed to say here? Ask about car. Talk to person. Ask about... Oh, wait. Show ID. I skipped ahead. I'm looking at a walkthrough on one side of my screen, streaming on the other. I can barely do one thing at once, much less two. But after showing her ID, you hear a loud metal clank as the jailer releases the door locks. And we're here. Obviously excited, the jailer says, Bonds, I can't believe what's happened. I can't get over it. We've never had an officer kidnapped before. You know, interestingly, if you Google on, if you Google on YouTube, if you search on YouTube, one of the Sierra promotional video catalogs has a trailer for this game, a live action trailer for Police Quest 2 that has an actor playing Jesse Bains, and it recreates this scene they're talking about where he takes a correctional officer hostage. And the officer in that video is played by Jim Walls, the designer of the game himself. So it's a pretty funny little artifact. If you just Google Sierra video catalogs or go to YouTube and search for it, you can probably find the one I'm talking about. Continuing, Bains took Peyton, escaped in Peyton's car. I sure hope he's okay. Poor kid, he's just a rookie, you know? Heck, we just put together the file on Bains this morning and he's gone already. Ask about car. Peyton's car is a blue 1986 Corvette with personalized plates that say, wow. Ask about Saxton, the poor guy that's been kidnapped or taken hostage. We have one man in custody who saw the whole thing. Saxton is his name. Oh, so he's not the person that's being taken hostage. Let's walk over to the interview area and I'll call him out. You here to get me out of this joint? Saxton asks. Ah, come on, you gotta be kidding. It's asking about the escape. Oh yeah, the escape. Oh wait, I was doing a voice. Oh yeah, the escape. That dude Bains did a number on your little jailer friend. Bains jumped your little rookie while being moved. Looked like he was holding some sort of knife to the jailer's throat. It looked so easy, Saxton said. I mean, I guess Saxton wouldn't say that in his voice, would he? The narrator would say that. I mean, he just grabbed the jailer, put a knife to his throat, and sashayed, shantaed, right out of the jail. Unbelievable. Sashay away. All right, Paxton, sashay, you stay in jail for now. Let's see. Ask Pate file. Oh yeah, you'll want to look at Pate's file. Boy, the idea that you would know to do this, that you would figure this out. I know that I played through this game start to finish as a kid without a walkthrough, before the internet, etc. And somehow I managed to beat it. Here you go. The files have to stay here, so give them back before you leave. The file on Louise Pate. Correctional officer. Oop, not close it file, or closet file. Close file. Let's get the Jesse Bains file, because we need an updated mugshot. Yeah, this is all just police procedure that I guess Jim Walls expected us to know. And it's hard to tell how much of it's just earning me points and how much of it is ultimately necessary to complete the game. Okay. There's Jesse Bains with an updated mugshot. He honestly kind of looks like a disaffected Scott Murphy. Okay. So I think that's all we need to do in this part. It's Scott Murphy's Sierra ID badge photo. He spends time in jail growing a mullet. That's time well spent. We're done at jail. We'll open the locker. We'll get the key. Close the locker. Oh, wait. Get gun. That's all we need to get. Close locker. All right, let's get back in the car. Come on, Keith. Smoke break's over. Got smoke in the car instead of the parking lot now. Keith informs dispatch of your current 1020 and situation. We don't have anything new to report, Sonny. Okay, so we've radioed in. Let's drive to the station. Okay, I have mucho paperwork to finish. All right, here we go. I love this music. We have further traffic for you. Go ahead with your traffic. Traffic Officer Haynes has located a vehicle belonging to the correctional officer at Oak Tree Mall. Per Captain Hall, respond to that 1020 and 1198 with Officer Haynes. Dispatch clear. Well, you heard it, big boy. Let's roll. Okay, cancel that trip back to the station. We're going shopping. Turn on our driving music, Keith. Old Oak Tree Mall. Boy, do I know that place well. My wife spends half my paycheck there. Ooh, got her, Keith. Women are shopping. Mercy, mercy. We almost had that bulldog for an ornament. Can you believe the cars they give us to drive these days? I think I can get better acceleration for my 10-speed. Oh, Keith. Look, Sonny, there's Haynes. How you spell any of those words? Shopping spree. This is definitely the correctional officer's car, Haynes says. It's been sitting here for a while, though. The engine is cold. Sonny, I'm going to take a look around, Keith says. You go and check out the car. Now, if I recall, this was... is this new music? This is the kind of thing that was spelled out pretty clearly in the manual, how to search a car. Oh, I guess I need to get my lab kit. Let's check out this Corvette. Ooh, nice interior shot. Let's dust compartment. Carefully you apply the dust, mumbling to yourself, here's one worth taking. Use tape. Using the tape, you carefully lift the print. In the glove compartment, you see bullets, empty holster, car registration. Get holster. We'll enter that into evidence. Get some bullets. 3 rounds of .38 caliber. Better hang on to this. Uh-oh. We have a witness. Hey, Sonny, Haynes shouts. Looks like Bains may have taken another car. This lady says her car's been stolen. The plot thickens. I figure you'll have some questions to ask her, says Haynes. Tell me about your car. You ask for the description of her car, and she says, oh yes, it's a 1986 compact Chevy station wagon. It's black, and the license plate number is CO35. Oh, that's all I can remember, officer. I'll take it from here, Sonny. CO35 sounds like some greenhouse gas. Let's open the trunk. Drop the kit. She is really tall, isn't she? All right. You're just popping in. Thanks for joining me. We're playing the Japanese version of Police Quest 2 with some redrawn graphics here and there. If you're enjoying the stream, again, I'd appreciate any follows, subscribes, cheers, all that sort of good stuff. We also have some opportunities to redeem channel points for things like having me name a save game, whatever you want, or typing some random command into the parser. Okay, we filled Keith in. Let's radio in our situation. Bains may be in possession of the correctional officer's guns. Ooh, attention all units. Update on jailbreak. Jesse Bains may now be armed with the correctional officer's gun. Approach with caution. Keith advises dispatch of the stolen car information and requests notification to all units. 10-4. Attention all units, be on the lookout for one black 1986 four-door mid-size station wagon stolen from Oak Tree Mall. A partial plate of CO35 was given. Maybe we should bring a, oh wait, here we go. Dispatch copies. Be advised we are en route to Cotton Cove. Respond to Cotton Cove. See the jogger staying by at the phone booth. Jogger has info of possible foul play. Be advised, I have one traffic unit responding. Copy. Let's go, Keith. Copy that. Okay, Sonny, I'll give you 2-to-1 odds for 50 cents. That jogger's a... No, that's ugly. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those elements, again, that just a bit more problematic in more obvious ways than maybe when it was originally written into the game. Keith is the worst. I take back everything I said about him. As the car pulls up, Keith says, well, Sonny, you should have taken the bet. I can see from here... gotta read these before I start reading them aloud. Hiya, Sonny. The lady over there is pretty shook up over what she's found. You better have a talk with her. I'm not going to do the accent there. I'm guessing it's supposed to be an Italian accent, sort of Mario style. Stick around for a while just in case you need me. There's a lot of that lingering stuff in the Police Quest games. It's unfortunate. Products of their time, but certainly not the kind of thing we tend to see nowadays in games. Okay, let's ask the jogger what's up. There was blood and drag marks to the river. It's in the cove. The cotton's in the cove. Ask about blood. I was jogging along the river's edge and I came across something that looked like blood. I stopped to look, and right next to the blood I saw marks that looked like something that had been dragged into the river. And footprints. I saw footprints. You attempt to interrupt, but she keeps rolling it out as she says, I got scared when I heard the brush crack. Brush crack. So I ran down here and called the police. Officer, please let go. Or, I'm sorry, officer, please go look. I hope nothing bad has happened. Just walk upriver about 100 yards or so. It's right next to the water. Okay. So we're going to draw our gun. We might do some shooting here. Let's see. We're going to see Jesse Bains for the first time. We're going to have a high intensity shootout. Although shaking from surprise, confusion, and fear, you somehow manage to return fire. Although the fly of your bullet misses its target, it comes close enough to cause the suspect to take leg bail. Leg bail? Is that a phrase? Well, I guess that's a cop phrase. The important thing is, Sonny's not throwing away his shot. Okay. We got past the Bains shooting. My gosh, Sonny, I heard gunshots. There goes the jogger. So we're going to pursue him. in our vehicle. Mario, stand by. Secure the area. I didn't realize his name was actually Mario. With excitement in his voice, Keith speaks into the mic. Dispatch with emergency traffic. All units hold your traffic. Just ambushed at Cotton Cove by suspect Bains. Suspect last seen driving northbound on Clearwater Drive at a high rate of speed. Be advised, we do not have him in sight. You have a description of the suspect vehicle. And advise injury status from the ambush. Negative injury. Suspect vehicle matches description of stolen vehicle. Be on the lookout. Last seen northbound. Brake. Okay, now they're repeating everything out. Might as well back out of it, Sonny. Looks like we lost the... What curse word do you think he called Jesse Bains there? Looks like we lost the diaper poopy baby. Breathing normally, which means in a cloud of cigarette smoke, Keith presses the mic button as answers. Go ahead. Have you overtaken the suspect vehicle or do you have him in sight? Negative. 10-4. Return to Cotton Cove. You heard the man. All right. Back to Cotton Cove. And a bunch more radio chatter. Hope everyone's doing all right tonight. Glad you could join me for Police Quest 2. Cockadorocha. All right, now we're going to continue our investigation. Keith's right behind me. What could go wrong? I've now been playing the game long enough at 56 minutes that Anime Sonny looks perfectly normal. This scene has music. Of course it does. Moving the garbage around, you find discarded clothing. See what appear to be spots of blood. Take clothes. Pair of gray pants and a blue shirt. Man, these look like jail clothes. Wait a minute. Here's a cloth name tag. J. Bains. Could that be Jesse Bains? I think maybe. J. Bains. Sorry, I'll quit making those rumbly sounds. Yep, there's some human blood, all right. It looks like a Klingon was murdered here. Knowing what I know from Star Trek VI, they have blood the color of Pepto-Bismol. This is probably your standard 0G murder, so we just have to find out who has gravity boots, and we will be able to solve the crime. Near the river's edge, you look down and see what appear to be partially coagulated blood and drag marks. You also see footprints in the soft, damp ground. As you inspect the evidence, Keith ambles into view. He's an ambling man. Keith pops up. Hey, look at that. I'll bet Bains snuffed that poor jailer and then threw the body into the river. Klingon bastards killed my rookie. I can't remember. That's a good question. Did Keith have his cigarette just hanging out of his mouth in the original? Does anyone recall? I think it's there in the close-up driving scenes. Is it there when you're out in the world as well? It's been so long since I played. Someone feel free to help me out in the chat here. take care of the evidence, and I'll radio a request for the dive team. Not the drive team. Okay, we've looked at the blood. We're going to use the camera. Photograph the crime scene from several angles. We're going to get some blood, vampire style. Use the eyedropper to grab a sample. Get footprint. Remove the box of casting powder. Okay. Have we lost sound somewhere along the way? We're not getting our dinging sound for scoring points anymore. Let's get that footprint. Oh, I already took that. Yeah, those few pixels do go a long way. It definitely sells Keith as Keith, doesn't it? I would agree. We've radioed for the diver, Sonny, and he'll be here shortly. There it is. Magically came back. So let's see here. There's the diving team. In the back of your wallet, you find your scuba diving certificate. Thank goodness Sonny carries his scuba diving certificate with him everywhere he goes. Scuba quest. Well, here I am, Bonds. What can I do for you? Why don't you just go dive in a lake? I don't like diving alone. I'm the only diver available. You wouldn't happen to have a scuba certification card, would you? Yes, I do. Wait here while I change. Codename Iceman, the civilian years. Wow, this guy's a quick change artist. Okay, Bonds, the equipment's in the van. Just take what you need. Okay, let's get all of our gear. Get fins. Get vest. Get belt. Get mask. Get suit. Okay, now we have to figure out which tank has enough oxygen. Ah. Look, tank 1. Wait, get tank 1. Look, tank 1. Okay. Get tank 3. We're looking for the one with the most oxygen. That's what we want. We don't want to drown on this mission. Found some scuba equipment. You leave everything else you have in the van. Okay. It's dive time, baby. Puts on his mask, climbs into the water. You quickly put on your fins and follow him. Here we go. Ah, this is a nice theme. There's a badge on the floor of the lake. This lake is remarkably clear. You brush the mud off of an object that appears to be a badge. It's like finding a needle in the haystack. Yeah, it's almost like the design of the game is more difficult than it needs to be in that regard. So there's a knife somewhere around here. Again, needle in a haystack. After picking it up, you look at the object, which is sharpened to a point. All of a sudden, in your head, a light comes on. You remember what the prisoner said, how the suspect held a makeshift knife, a shiv, on the jailer during the escape. You slip the knife into your belt and keep it as evidence. Okay, we're going to go... Oh, look at Sonny swimming with that school of fish. Sonny Bonds is skilled in everything. He's really a man for all seasons. Which rock do I need to move here? And Poker Master. And Master of Disguise. I love that in the first game he dyed his hair blonde to catch the Death Angel and liked it so much that he just left it that way. So it just said not to move rocks. Oh no, I'm caught in the current. Game over, Sonny. Battered into unconsciousness on the rocks. It's a little much. I'm almost certain that what I need to do here is move a rock. Just not sure which one. There's a body hidden somewhere. Right-hand side in the middle. Oops. Right-hand side in the middle. So, like, this one here? Far right edge. Oh, I can see the hand, yeah. I love that this screen has this default message that moving rocks here would be a bad idea. But then the solution to this puzzle is to move a rock. Startled, you jerk backwards. Regain your composure, you take a closer look. It appears a body is wedged into the rocks. Your diving partner notices you found something, and he swims over to you. You take one side and your partner the other. Together you pull the body from the river. It's not a pretty sight, eh, Sonny? But at least we have some peppy music. Oh, sorry, Sonnenfeld, I didn't get a chance to pet the current. I can try to pet the body. You won't need to use the word pet. Go back to the car. See ya, Sonny. I'll stay here with the body. You do that. That does have a little bit of a World of Wonders vibe going, doesn't it? You hurry to change back into street clothes. Okay, we've got all our stuff again. We're back in cool detective mode. Okay. Close the trunk or the tunk. Let's open the door, hop in, and call the coroner. He's going to stick around here and clean things up. So long, Sonny Bonds. On the coroner, dispatched when available. A walkthrough says I'm supposed to drive to the airport. Great, let's go watch jets take off and land. Keith's down. Oop, unit in pursuit. Be advised in pursuit of fugitive suspect Bains. The current 1020 is northbound on 2nd Street in the vicinity of the airport. 5310 is requesting assistance and advises that he's losing suspect in heavy traffic. Any unit responding acknowledge. Dispatch. Be advised we are responding. Copy 5382. That's me doing a radio voice. Lost suspect in heavy traffic. Oh well. Sonny is using his cop instincts to drive to the airport before we knew we had to go to the airport. Let's check out the parking lot. I'll look over here. Once again, we open up the trunk. We take the kit. Close the trunk. And we'll go over here to the black car. Not how you spell words. The black car appears to match the description of the stolen car. Good. Sonny's a precog. That's right. The right ping pong ball dropped. He knew where he needed to go. Pretty clean. You start to look around at specific parts of the automobile, searching for clues. You read the VIN number. Maybe I should write this down just in case. S1234E10. Nice. Let's dust the mirror. Get the print. Close the door. Again, a lot of this was stuff that the manual would have walked you through, but even then, the idea of just copying procedure word for word from a manual isn't exactly the most fun gameplay, but of all the King's Quest games that, of all the Police Quest games, I still think this is the one that maybe works best for me. Maybe it's just because of how much I like the SCI Zero engine, the interface, the EGA graphics, etc. Maybe it's the storyline. I don't know. It's pretty rough at times, but I think this is, in my mind, the strongest of the series. So getting to play the Japanese version here, just an added bonus. What am I trying to do? Open trunk. Put kit. Close trunk. All right, let's hop in. I am too close enough. There we go. A game with a lot of good vintage cars. This screen has a lot of good vintage cars. Yeah, they did a nice job. I also like the close-ups as you're leaving locations of the parking lot here. Let's see. Let's radio in. All right, we've called in the stolen car. Thanks again, everyone, for joining me tonight. This is pretty fun so far. I think we might be able to make it all the way through the game if things keep going quickly. We'll check out the terminal building. Wait here for the tow truck. Yeah, I'm glad everyone could make it tonight. If you're new to the channel, I tend to stream. Oh, look at. Oh no. My, did you see that? You forgot to look both ways and wait for the light. Oh no, I'm so far back. No. No. I wasn't paying attention for 1 second. I was plugging my channel. No. Jim Walls. You did it to me. And I hadn't saved. Okay, fast forward time. Move it, Sonny. Funky music. Alright. That's on you. Yeah, save early, save often. You're exactly right. All right, let me remember what I need to do here. So we open the door. I'm getting the real CR experience here, and I'm forcing everyone else to join me on that experience. As I was saying, though, thanks for joining me. If you enjoy these sorts of retro adventure games, I tend to stream one every Wednesday night around 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure what I'll be doing next week, but I do enjoy having people around to share them with me. So yeah, if you feel inclined, follow, subscribe, share, support the channel, all that sort of good stuff. I definitely appreciate it. But mostly, I'm just glad to have people to talk to when I'm playing games like this. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if we can get through this. Driving a little faster this time. I'm not sure if I have to close the trunk, but I feel like if I don't, Jim Walls will somehow use it against me eventually. Oh wait, can't open the car because I don't have probable cause. Now I can open the door. Look number. Dust mirror. Get print. Close door. Open trunk. Put kit. Close trunk. Get in car. Radio in. All right. More or less back to where we left off. I'd also remind everyone that the stream points that you're accumulating by watching can be redeemed for such fun things as naming my next saved game or coming up with a parser command you'd like me to enter in. So be sure to take advantage of those new features that I've added for this stream. So I have to push the cross button. Push the button activating the traffic control light. You can now safely cross the street. And I earned a point for that. Oh wow, look at this green hair. There's a update for the Japanese version. That's pretty great. Hey big fella, why don't you buy some flowers for your girlfriend? Oh, that's terrific. Thank you, sir. It's a beautiful rose. That'll be $2. You're inside the new Lytton Airport Terminal building. People from all walks of life and all parts of the globe walk by. Little town of Lytton has entered the 20th century. You feel proud that your efforts have helped, even in a small way, to make Lytton a busy, prosperous city. All right. Go here to the restroom. Just investigating. This is the kind of thing that you'd probably wander around aimlessly for 20 minutes if you weren't lucky enough to have a walkthrough. But we know there's a toilet that needs to be looked at. There's a police revolver hidden in the bottom of the toilet tank. Once again, Sonny's police sense pays off. Let's get that gun. You carefully roll up your sleeve and grab the gun. The revolver is pretty wet, and so is your hand. This is the best thing ever in a video game. So we're going to turn on the hand dryer. Turn on the electric hand dryer. Try gun. I love it. We're drying off a gun we found in a toilet in an airport using an electric hand dryer. You pass through security. How's this gun smuggling thing supposed to work? Yeah, back in the 80s, you could just kind of stroll around airports any way you wanted to. Guns everywhere. I mean, spoiler alert, but Sonny's going to fire a gun in a pressurized cabin before long. Said to leave at that corner that there was an exit there. You show the badge to the car rental agent. She says, "Yes, sir, Officer Bonds. What can I do for you?" You show the mugshot of Bains, and the agent says, "Nope, never seen the man before." Ask for a list. Here you are, sir. Be my guest. Receiver representative hands you his car rental agreements. Carefully to reach one, you find nothing of interest. You have done something wrong here. Different. Oh, are we having audio problems? Can everybody hear me all right now? Can you Better? All right, there we go. Thanks for the heads up, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell on my end what's going on with the sound, so I appreciate the help. Okay, let's show this picture again. Okay, I think we need to talk to the other. Well, that looks just like my cousin Rufus, minus the corncob pipe. But why are you showing it to me? The agent says, please wait your turn. Says I need to give it to someone at the ticket counter. I'm curious how they translate corncob pipe. That's a good question. What did I do? The last wrong thing I remember doing is running a stop sign. And that was 6 years ago. Nope, never seen him before. He looks like he ought to be locked up. That's what we're here for. Ah, there we go. I just had to show the ID first. Seemed nervous. All right. Destination is Houston. Here comes Keith. Well, buddy, I couldn't find anything else out there. They've towed the stolen car away. Anything happening in here? Has to be Bains. Bains! Must use Pate's identification. The tow truck conveniently came and went before Sierra had to animate it. I'll push the button again. This is probably a good place to save anyway, though. Airport's done for now. Sonny, we better get going. I agree, partner. Do I have my kit right now? You're carrying handgun, extra ammo clips, unmarked car keys, money clip, thank you letter. Why in the world would you list that like that instead of the traditional Sierra way of just a giant list of items? Okay, let's get in the car, radio in, then I think head back to the station. Okay. Was that in King's Quest 4, though? Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly, what the inventory looked like in KQ4. It's been a little while. Oops. Alright, now we have his rental car called in. There's no escaping Sonny Bonds. Alright, on our way to the station. Alright. If you're just joining us, Japanese Police Quest 2. We have anime Sonny Bonds and his partner Keith. Gracious me, buddy boy. You've got this car smelling like a rose garden. Okay, we have arrived. Glad to get out of there. It smells like a camel arena. Head into the office. Did I get my keys? I'm guessing I did. Yeah, I have car keys. Thank you, Jim Walls. I'll unlock the door. You need the correct key. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, wow. I was sure those keys were gone. I was sure they were going to be missing now, and that was game over. Dear viewers, we just dodged a bullet. That felt like a hardcore Sierra dead end. And I'm just going to be honest with you. That would have been the end of the stream for tonight. Well, I went off to rage into the cold, dark night. Okay, let's sit down. Use phone. Oh, this is good. 555 4169. Oh, it's Marie and it's Sunny, and look at how adorable they are. It's our chibi versions of everyone's favorite Police Quest characters. What do I need to say here? What does someone say on the phone to another human being? Oh, she asked who it is. It's Sunny. So you got my message. Meet me at Arnie's, okay? Yes. Click. Hello, fellow human. As if I dial 411. City, please. Name, please. I'm sorry, we don't show a listing by that name. You'll not need to use the word Oakhurst in this game. It recognized Coarse Gold, but it didn't recognize Oakhurst. Okay. All right. Ken sent me. I'm not quite sure how we were supposed to know it was time to call Marie. Oh, is that actually a... We'll try this. 867... Oh, 8675309. Yeah, I like the song, Doy. 8675309. It's weird that there's like not a standard way it tells you it's a bad number or something. Eight six seven five three oh nine. Drop the keys on your way out. Give some evidence here. You scared of meeting Bains? Okay, lots of prints, footprints, fingerprints, all the prints. All right, look at all this evidence we've collected. What investigation. Hey, yeah, it is. Good to see you, Ben. Yeah, it's a great score chime. It's different from the original PQ2 for whatever reason. It's one of the strange changes we see here in the Japanese version of Police Quest 2. Okay, let's go meet Marie. Definitely worth it. I agree. Drive to Arnie's. Doodaloo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Time for a date with Sweet Cheeks. I believe that's what her nickname was in the original game. Okay, will Jim Walls try to kill me for crossing the road here? I would love to know how this was done. I think the localization was done by a Japanese team, but maybe Sierra handled the art assets. Yeah, it's really curious. Like, the changes just seem somewhat random. All right, let's sit down with Marie with her incredible hair. I'm so glad to see you. Please sit down. Yep, you're a fugitive on Plain Estate. We're taking a quick stopover, spend time with our girlfriend. I know Jesse Bains is looking for revenge. I know he's out to get even, especially with you. I'm scared, Sonny. Promise you'll stop in and see me sometime tomorrow. I need to know that you're all right. Yes. Thanks, Sonny. Order food. Wait for the waiter. Oh, Precious. I'm so happy to see you. Hey, Precious. My life is so different now, and it's all because of you. Oh, everything to you, Sonny. You can't get over what a knockout Marie is. Oh, here comes the waiter. Meatloaf, prime rib, and lobster. Chat, what would Sonny order? Oh yeah, give flowers. Yeah, let's do meatloaf. A wise choice, very frugal. I'll have the lobster. Your order will be ready shortly. Thank you for reminding me to give flowers. Oh, Sonny, you're wonderful. I know it. Oh, here we go. Very good, sir. Lobster stuffed with meatloaf. Kiss Marie. Oh, guys. How do you like my new lipstick? It's called Pink Rapture. I really like it. It's my favorite. It's so pink. You know, Jim Walls knows how to write women. I mean, this is clear. This is exactly how this conversation would unfold. I mean, this is just some of his stunning work on display. I think we get a few more points. Wow, you're some kisser, Sonny. Now we just wait for our meatloaf. This game was covered in famous frequency as one of the best examples of women characters in games. Ooh, man, yeah, Jim Wall's games. I don't know if they're passing any tests as far as depictions of women or diversity or representation or anything like that in general. I've barely played Blue Force. That's the one that he made with Tsunami Games. I haven't played it enough to really have a strong judgment on it, but I've tinkered around a little bit. Yeah, it's such a bad name. Blue Wave, Blue Force. So we're just sitting here waiting for the waiter. Pump up the speed. Guess I have to talk to Marie some more. She's just saying the same things. Maybe it is a realistic relationship. Here comes the chow. Your dinner, sir. Please enjoy. I love the high-speed eating. Look at Sonny. He's going to die. Okay, I've eaten. What do I need to do now? Oh, pay waiter. Can I just do that? Can I just leave it on the table? In your bill, you thank the waiter for the fine food and service. The meal was great. You had a lot of fun with Marie, but you must get back to the task at hand. You see Marie home. The next day. It's day 2, y'all. That was a big day. A lot happened. Thanks for sticking around with me if you're just joining. We're playing the Japanese version of Police Quest 2, as you can see from Sonny's glorious anime hair in this close-up. What do we need to do now? Get keys, exit, unlock door. You're nearly 2 hours into your stream, it's just day 1. I think there may only be 2 days in this. The game moves along pretty quickly. We are, I think, a little over halfway done, despite the score suggesting otherwise. Oops, wrong door. Let's go into homicide. Hey, Bonds, we have a traffic cop standing by down in the old warehouse district with a 187 victim. Thanks to the music of Snoop Dogg, I know that is a murder victim. Victim took it to the back of the head. Looks like it could be a professional hit. Take Keith and get over there. Was he just waiting for Sonny to show up? Like, he didn't tell Keith that? It's like, once Sonny gets here, I'll give Sonny the order, and then he can drag you along. I'm not sure how I was supposed to know this phone number. I'm using Sonny's magical cop sense again, which is looking at my walkthrough. But look at that guy's hair. Detective Bonds from the Lytton Police Department. What do you want? You tell Colby about the weather in Stilton. I don't find that very interesting. Jesse Bains has escaped. You better be on the lookout for him. Okay. So now we're going to call someone else. Jim Walls is such a lyrical writer. Yeah, you know, it's like poetry. Everything rhymes. Whoa, look at this guy. Hello, Stilton Police Department. Lieutenant Miller speaking. Whoa, it's Dr. Fred. We called Dr. Fred. This is Detective Sonny Bonds from the Lytton PD. Is there something I can do for you? Jesse Bains escaped yesterday and has gone a rampage, killing anyone who put him behind bars. This is the greatest character ever. Dog Colby lives in Stilton now and could be the next victim. You should tap Colby's phone to see if Bains calls. Phone tap is a good idea. Thanks a lot for the information. I'll see you later. A click. In the basket, you see a manila envelope marked Crime Lab. The test results. We have Jesse Bains' fingerprint. We have his fingerprint. We have his shoe size. That's all we need. The earnestness of these games is its best asset. I would agree. Sonny does look very happy to be using the phone. I mean, these games, for what they are, wear their heart on their sleeve. Unlock door. Yeah, you know, I've always thought that too, that the other cops that served with Jim Walls were probably like, oh yeah, he's the guy who actually walks around his car every single time before he gets in and shames us for not doing it. I imagine he was miserable to work alongside, assuming he's the stickler for rules he is here. And all these games are based on, you know, his actual life experiences. So everything that's about to happen in this game is 100% based on a true story. Okay. Boy, after yesterday, I was hoping for a slow day. Oh, here's our Italian stereotype. He says, "It's about the time, Sonny." He founded this car with the blood dripping from the trunk. The door was unlocked with the keys inside. Oh, that Jim Walls. It's registered to Woody Roberts. Old Woody Bob. I called the corner. Now you can take over this mess. Ugh, grunts Keith as he walks past the body. I hate murders. Ugh. I'll search the car. You can examine the trunk. Thanks, Keith. Okay. Well, I guess I have to get my kit out of my trunk before I look in there. Open trunk. Kit. Close trunk. What is the least foul sort of murder? Regicide? Ooh. Unfortunate. Take a few pictures for Sonny's personal collection. The murdered man's face looks familiar, but you can't place... Oh, I know him. That's Woody Roberts. He testified at Bains' trial last year. Use an eyedropper to drop some of the victim's blood. There's a... Look! Trunk. There's a dead person in the trunk. That is odd. You pry the stiff fingers loose and take the corner of an envelope. The coroner is arriving, Sonny. Pretty gruesome. Whoa. The coroner looked like nearly ran me down. Do coroners really have coroner written across the hood of their cars? Is that a thing? I don't see nobody. Ha ha. Ha ha. Let me guess, the trunk. Of course, where else would it be? Yes, sirree, Bob. Definitely looks like an execution. I'll take care of the body now. This fella's pretty heavy. He's on a diet now, though. Ha ha. Like, I wonder if this is Jim Walls dunking on some coroner he knew. Ah, Sonny, I gotta dig up a date for tonight. Ah! Classic corpse humor. That's exactly right. You find a note that was hidden under the body. The note you found beneath Willie's body on is written, "You're a dead man, Sonny Bonds." I don't know why that's so funny to me, but the idea of Jesse Bains murdering this guy and stuffing him in the trunk of a car, but before he like drops his body in, he like drops a note in and then just assumes that Sonny will be the person called to the scene of the crime to discover this, and or maybe someone else will discover it and pass it along to Sonny. But what's important is you're a dead man, Sonny Bonds, the most aggressive Peanuts comic collection ever. I like that a lot. You're a dead man, Sonny Bonds. You found my note. All of Police Quest is Jim Walls settling old grudges. I think that's a decent theory. Like, you know that he was partnered with someone who smoked at some point and didn't appreciate it. And that was how Keith was born. He rags on compact cars quite a bit through this game. It's like, did you have to trade in your Crown Victoria for like a Hyundai or something when you left the force? I don't know what's wrong. Okay, filled kit is in the trunk. Close the trunk. I can't spell trunk no matter how many times I try. Okay. Thank goodness for this walkthrough. Oh, look in the tunk. You don't need to use the word tunk in this game. Well, then explain why I've typed tunk nearly 40 times since the stream began. Riddle me that, Jim Walls. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. Slow down, Keith. You know I'm in charge of this operation. Oh, drive to barn. Oh, I had a save game that I needed to redeem. I misread that. Oh, is there a... Oh, it says we're en route to the office. Is barn the station? Get back in here. That's interesting. Drive to barn. I wonder why they would have included barn as a synonym there. Let me see that tongue. That tongue. That tongue. Tongue, tongue, tongue. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm infringing on your IP, Ben. Everyone should follow P.S. Garrett. Watch his adventure streams on Tuesday nights. They're very good. He has a great team. Fun voices, which I haven't subjected you guys to too much. I did just sing sort of a Weird Al-esque parody of the Thong Song using my skewed sense of humor and outlook on the world, so I apologize for inflicting that on you. Like I'm reading Cracked magazine with such a skewed take on modern life. You know, I just think I look at the world a little differently, and I kind of bring that random humor, maybe sort of a South Park-esque, edgy, what's he going to say next? Okay. The photograph is vaguely familiar. I believe his name was William Cole. He has room 108. Okay. Bains is using the name Cole. So we're going to hop in the car, radio, back in. One search warrant. All right, and let's radio some backup. And we'll wait for backup to arrive. Yeah, Sonny's on top of this. I won't say he's a super cop, but he is probably the greatest video game cop ever. Here's the search warrant. I jogged over here in front of the car. Here's your warrant. You say thanks. He just walks away again. My job here's done. I'm the warrant guy. Now let's show the warrant to the manager. Okay, now what? Ask key to room 108. Okay, that's room 108. Let's get our kit. Because we can't just carry this kit, we have to always open the trunk. Ooh, kick down door. I like that one. We'll definitely make that happen. Get kit, close trunk. I like this. Kick down door. Your last act in life is kicking the door in as you're blasted into an unknown dimension. Because of your improper positioning, you've been blasted into oblivion. Well, which is it? Another dimension or oblivion? Where was that blasted into? It can't be both gym walls. Congratulations. You've been successful in taking yourself out of the game. Ugh. I felt like as a child, Jim Walls hated me. Like, just personally hated me. I never felt that about other game designers. Sure, other game designers had difficult games, but I felt like Jim Walls actively hated me, the person, Jess, a small child. That's a unique talent to be able to convey that sort of emotion through the medium of adventure games. Okay, so what we do now? As the door opens, you're startled by a sudden explosion. Oh. Okay. So I need to be sneakier. What is proper positioning? Trained reflexes throw you back, slamming your gun hand against the wall. That was too close for comfort, you say to yourself. You watch as the quote-unquote SWAT team unloads tear gas into the room. This is what Jim Walls likes to call a SWAT team. SWAT team unloads tear gas into the room. Okay, what do I actually have to do here? Let me consult ye olde walkthrough that is my ye olde only way of making any progress in this game. So wait for the tear gas to clear and holster the gun. Okay. Jim Walls had a cameo in Blade Runner. Keith walks over, picks up a shotgun off the floor, and says, "Here's the little culprit, Sonny. I'll take it out to the car and run the numbers." Okay, let's investigate. Hey, thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, and there's one of those great benefits of being a subscriber. You get the Guybrush Threepwood emote. Colby Imports in Stilton, USA. See a dark stain on the carpet. Yes, the bed is unmade. Ooh, an angry Robin Hood that's in the approval queue. The label reads Pink Rapture by Donna Lee Cosmetics. This is the same brand that Marie uses. This just got personal. That shotgun has wants on it from a local burglary. We can contact Burglary Division for more information. I don't like saying that word. It's the Burglary Division. It's a common type of motel nightstand, you know, standard. Woody Roberts, eh? And there's the envelope with the corner torn off. They match. After reading the letter, you ponder its contents and think, Bains mailed the letter hoping to suck Roberts in by offering him a business deal. Roberts fell for it and responded to the letter. He came to the motel room where Bains killed him in cold blood. Only a few colors they nailed that depressing motel room. You're right. You know, normally Sonny would sample the blood. Like, you know, he's in cop shows, you see cops like dip their pinky finger into a bag of cocaine and like, you know, rub it on their gums. They're like, yep, that's cocaine, all right, pure Colombian. Sonny likes to do that with blood. You know, he'll get down and he'll just like, you know, nibble on some carpet fibers. And, you know, it's like, A positive. That's exactly what I thought. Sonny Bonds, Empire Cop. He'll just take some for his personal collection like Dexter. He's going to put it on a slide. He's going to hide it in his air conditioning vent. Let's go, Keith. That'll do, Keith. That'll do. Whoa. You left that bed unmade. You know, Sonny Bonds isn't all Paragon. He has a little bit of Renegade in his style, too. Yeah, okay, bye. We broke your door and window. Sorry about that. Come on, Keith, move it. Rosella was here. She'd clean that up. That's right. She took care of those dwarves. Drive to 222 West Peach Street. Sure, there's nothing to worry about, Sonny. Let's not waste any time. Alright, it's Marie's house. I'm pretty sure this is the site of one of my favorite deaths in this game. I'm going to test it out. Keith yells, Sonny, watch out! Screech! Thump! That crashed my game! Oh man, it's that kind of night. All right, let's try that again. I got killed so hard it crashed Scum VM. But look at this mugshot. This is worth it to get this guy. What is that dude's name? That dude's name is Sims. I'm going to try this one more time because I would really like to see this death. Sonny, watch out! Screech, thump. Nope. That's a big no. All right. We will not try to cross that road after all, guys. Turns out that is hopeless. This is a fairly normal looking person. I believe he is Taselli. Okay, let's continue our investigation. Alright, that was exciting for a moment. Real hardcore death. Yeah, that's serious. There's a note pinned to the door. You take the note off the door. Sonny. The note says, Dear Sonny, gone shopping. Love, Marie. Sonny, I baked you a cake. Open door. Door is locked. Fortunately, you know there's a spare key hidden above the door. You get the key, unlock the door, and replace the key. Seems like an invasion of privacy. The appearance of Marie's living room speaks for itself. Your heart sinks and your head starts swimming. Oh, Marie, what's that maniac done to you? Trying to keep your composure, you say to Keith, "Oh, Keith, why don't you go check out the back of the house? I'll look around here." Oh, Keith. You pick it up and carefully unfold it. You read over a list of names: Roberts, Wilkins, Colby, Bonds. Oh no, it's his murder list, and he's made a left-handed check beside Woody Roberts. Somebody please note in his file that he is left-handed, perhaps. Mercy, mercy. You think to yourself, this is Bains' hit list, and now that murderous scumbag has Marie. Mercy, mercy. That's exactly what I would say in that situation. Oh. Aha! Good one. Thank you, Sonneval. Can you compare notes? Looking at the note, you think this is definitely not Marie's handwriting. Okay. I think that's all we have to do for this scene. Let's go back to the station. Why would Baines leave that note for Sonny after he trashed her house? We can't try to get inside the mind of a criminal. It's a very different game. Some of you that are watching might know that I've made a few adventure games myself. For a little while, my friends that I worked on StairQuest with had kicked around the idea of an adventure game called Bad Cop that was kind of be like a corrupt version of Police Quest with a crooked cop. But then we decided we couldn't figure out how to make that protagonist likable in a way that people would want to actually play. We eventually abandoned it along the way, but we drew up a pretty detailed plot and design document and all kinds of stuff like that. Maybe we'll revisit it sometime. My good friend, the Space Quest historian, took a lot of the lead on sketching out what the story would look like. We were going for sort of a gritty Miami Vice vibe. And our goal was, I think, to make it look kind of like Police Quest 2. Yeah, that's the problem. Now's not the time. You know, actually, yeah, kind of like the Shield was one of the biggest, sort of maybe a goofier version of the Shield, maybe a little bit more over the top, but that kind of corrupt kind of thing. But yeah, you know, I actually wondered about streaming the game, considering, you know, current events and all, you know, whether a Police Quest game is the thing to be really focusing on right now, but decided to give it a shot and figured I could contextualize anything that was going on that needed to be contextualized. All right, let's drive to station. Keith has more of that paperwork that he hates so much. Thanks again for joining me, everybody, tonight. This is a good crowd. If you're enjoying the stream, please consider following, subscribing, cheering, all that sort of good stuff. I appreciate the support, but mostly I just appreciate having people around to enjoy old adventure games with. Smells like a camel arena. Can you imagine if your partner said that every single time you got out of the vehicle with him? Like, it was just camel arena this, camel arena that. What it would be like to be Keith's partner. Okay. It's hard to make work. Yeah, I don't quite, I mean, we never quite cracked it. Like, my thinking was, like, the first quest was, or I think the first sort of obstacle we hit in our game design was you were driving to work drunk and cause a traffic accident, and you have to plant evidence on one of the other people involved in it. It was just like, oh, if this is our first scene, how in the world do we ever make anyone like this protagonist enough to want to keep playing it? Yeah, it was just so dark. Gotta fix your sight. Yeah, that's a good point. 2 shotguns, blah, blah, blah. Ask Prince. Affirmative on the Prince. Idiot cop. Yeah, a naked gun approach would probably be better. Doing something sort of dark and satirical sounds fun in theory, but I don't know if it's going to come off well in execution. At least I'm not sure that we ever figured out a way that would work for us when we were trying to crack the whole idea. Okay, wearing our ear protectors. Yeah, I think at the end, you couldn't redeem the character, I think would be what would be necessary. Push view. Oh, wow. We're shooting way off. Low and to the left, so way to the left. Boy, this is fun. This is what every adventure gamer wants to do with their time. Adjust sights after having already done this once. Let's keep it going. Oops. You're gonna shoot to the left. Okay. Now adjust your Allen wrench. IKEA quest. No, that's perfect. Yeah. Shooting to the left. Oh, I forgot to adjust the sights. That's the whole point of this exercise. You can tell that I'm more than 2 hours into this game. Weird there's no shooting sound effect. It is weird. I'm still getting sound effects, I believe, but yeah, it's weird there's no popping sound of any sort. Your sights are properly aligned. The muffs muffle it. That's right, yeah. This sound is happening, but Sonny can't hear it because he has on his ear protectors. We'll go for a critical hit here. All right. Emptying out our clip means we can get more ammo. Such immersion. It's like I'm really there. Like Sonny can't hear anything right now. Okay, I like how my walkthrough that I'm using here suggested doing all that stuff before handing over the evidence at the window. Wait until he's at the window. Okay. What do you have? Victim list. Whoa, Sonny, you must be really scared. You're on that intended murder list. Okay. All those sorts of things booked in. Seem to be making progress. Seem to be. Okay. The airport. When the game starts to get more ridiculous. Again, we're led to believe by Sierra Marketing that this game is based on the actual law enforcement experiences of one Jim Walls. We will see when we stop a rather poor taste depiction of a hijacking here in a few minutes. If we believe that is the case. I forgot to pack my toothbrush. Keith. What will you say next? Whatever it is, I bet it'll be wacky. Let's see here. Taking a little drink and stretch moment. Yeah, Keith is 100% just someone Jim Walls can't stand. And I'd love to know if the person was ever aware of it. Ooh, I like that idea. The blurry, creepy office photos horror game. Sounds fun. $160. Honestly, that's not as far off with maybe modern prices as I would have expected. I mean, right now you could probably flat a Stilton for like $40. Hey, Sonny, put your wallet away. Let me call Captain Hall for authorization. Thanks, Keith. Smoking at an airport. Walking up to a counter and buying a ticket from a human being in an airport was something I thought only happened on The Amazing Race. So we have our ticket. Oh, here we go. Now we do it. Buy ticket. Buy ticket to Stilton. Is this in the same state? I don't know if they're clear. Lytton is supposed to be in California, I believe. But I'm not sure where Stilton is. I assume Stilton's like Pittsburgh, right? Ooh, Stockton. That's interesting. Keith is essential to all this. That's true. We would have never gotten on the plane if Keith hadn't intervened here. Hey, there's Larry. It's Larry Laffer. You're not close enough. You know, I haven't played any of the Sierra Mista-likes either. They just never hit on my radar until more recent years, really. And I think I own a few of them, but haven't gotten around to playing them. Or maybe quote unquote own them. Pass right on through. Just remember, no partaking of the spirits. Thank you. This man looks so bored that you want to talk to him. Did you guys hear that weird version of the Leisure Suit Larry theme? It felt like my sound card was dying. Know any places where cute girls hang out? Do you see that cute blonde over there? What a knockout! I'm starring in a new movie called Looking for Love in Several Wrong Places. You should check it out. You know when the bus to Course Gold will arrive? If you get a chance, call my producers at Sierra and tell them I might be a little late. Say I've run into woman troubles and I'm tied up right now. Thanks. Oh wait, there it was. Oh no, talk to woman. Am I gonna wish I hadn't done this? This at your command point thing is pretty good. I'm glad that I implemented that. It's working out well. At least it is until I see what happens here. Huh? Huh? Hmm. Other side. The long-haired blonde looks pretty interesting. Oh no. Yeah, I thought that might be where that was heading. That's not the first time we've encountered a gag like that in the game. Oops. Was actually supposed to go on the flight. Welcome aboard Iguana Airlines. May you have an enjoyable flight. Someone added a musical cue for that very lazy joke back there. Someone's job was to score that. Okay, is this where I sit? As you feel the engines begin to roar, the captain makes an announcement. Attention, ladies and gentlemen, he says, this is your captain speaking. We are about to take off. At this time, we're asking all passengers, please fasten your seatbelt. Thank you very much. In a Larry game, that might have been a death sequence. Like, ooh, I don't think I did reload my gun. That's a good question. I think, yeah, you know, if you think about the flirt with Gary in Leisure Suit Larry 6, it's one of the uglier moments in the game that that flirting with him is just an instant game over for it. Sonny pulls out his gun and loads it, saying in the seat of this plane. Pardon me, folks, I just need to load my gun. We're beginning our sentence 20,000 south. Please keep the traffic from the Irish National House. Thank you. So while he's on his way to rescue his girlfriend from a serial killer, we are going to have his plane hijacked. What a day, right? Just as you feel the aircraft level out, the captain makes an announcement. Attention, ladies and gentlemen, this is Longplay. Anyways, please announcement. Please check for remove signal. Our students in some flight. What's the in-flight movie? What year was this? 1988. What would have been a good 1988 movie for the in-flight movie? Willow. They're watching Willow. I definitely think so. No! Okay, fine. Excuse me, sir. So he's like, I don't want to drink, okay? What if this plane gets hijacked and I'm sitting here with a Diet Coke in my hands? Oop. Sonny is wrapped watching Willow, okay. Yeah, these channel points are fun. I regret nothing by saying them up before this stream. I think we're closing in on the end game. I have a feeling maybe we might be able to finish up in half an hour or so, hopefully. I got to use it for one good death, so I'm happy. Yeah, no, that's a win, right? Is Keith smoking on the plane? I do appreciate everyone sticking this out. This has been a good crowd. I'm glad that there are some people curious about this. At least morbidly curious, if nothing else. Oh, man, here we go. When did planes stop allowing smoking on board? That's a good question. I feel like 80s? Oh, hey, 42 PhD. Thanks for dropping by. Okay. Again, I mentioned earlier some of the ethnic stereotypes. You don't need to use your gun right now. This is probably one of the more nonsensical and disappointing parts of the game. Yeah, oh lordy. Had no idea this existed until you mentioned it. Yeah, it's a real oddity. It's the only Sierra game that got this treatment of new graphics, etc. And even then, it's only little bits of it they decided to redesign. Do not move, and we have the horrible attempt at an accent there. Blow out her brains. It's plain as ours in the name of the Sheik of the Golden Sands. Just then the captain speaks over the PA system. This is the captain. We're being hijacked. Please do as I say. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to be a hero, eh? These people mean business. They have a bomb on board. All they want is safe passage there, does it? Your seatbelt is fastened. Oh no! Have I made the crucial mistake of not unfastening my seatbelt? Oh no! That was horrible. Hey, thanks for the chair. As the stewardess struggles trying to break free, the man screams out. For the death there. Yeah, that was definitely how flight crews were trained pre-2001, was assuming that cooperating with terrorists wouldn't result in death. I teach classes on terrorism, as upsetting as that is, and yeah, it's something we talk about quite a bit. Okay. Wait, what do I need to do here? Oh, she's gonna fall, okay. So she's going to fall when I draw the gun, and then I shoot. Sonny firing guns in a pressurized cabin. No concern for human life. Taking out the hijackers. With his dying breaths, he says, I'm taking you all with me. The time device on the bomb has been active. Or the time bomb on the... We've got bomb. Put your gun back in your holster and survey the onslaught. People on the plane look relieved. I bet they would look real freaked out. His dying breath, he says, never pay more than $20 for a computer game. Why not? She thanks us, and then she heads to the cockpit. Boy, Sonny, you're a hero. You better find that bomb or else. I'll go check the cockpit. You check the cabin. Ask hijacker about Loom. Find some wire clippers. Okay. What else do we need to do here? Oh. Again, Not the most sensitive game. Search the unmasked hijacker's turban and find a piece of paper titled Building Your Own Bomb. Oops. Read instructions. Okay, Gaddafi's do-it-yourself bomb. Connect yellow, white, yellow, purple, blue. Okay, so that's yellow, white, yellow, purple, blue. Jotting this down. Okay, let's hope for the best. Set timer. Connect yellow wire. Bomb is now armed. Warning, only connect same color wires. Connecting wires in any other order may result in immediate detonation. Okay, here we go. It's hero time. This is going to be serious business. Where is it? Gotta do it backwards, that's right. You don't see a bomb here. It's in the towel dispenser. Okay. Snip. This is how bombs work. Whichever order you put them together in, you just do it backwards, and that disarms them. This is intense. Is everybody okay out there? The timer stops. The bomb is disarmed. I did it. Couldn't have done it without all of you watching. I couldn't have done it without that cheer earlier from Ben to keep my spirits up. All of your helpful comments along the way. You're the real heroes. Oh man, look at that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ben is putting up the big money because that's what heroism is all about. Is the fame, the money, the glory. He says, well done, Sonny. I couldn't have done a better job myself. You are the literal worst, Keith. I think we should have just gotten to Stilton and just like thrown it out the airplane window, Sam and Max style. We're now on the ground. Great. Let's get off this plane, Sonny. I've had enough excitement for a while. That's right. You know, earlier this morning, I found out that my girlfriend had been kidnapped by a serial killer. Then I stopped a terrorist attack and disarmed a bomb on a plane. Now I'm going to go try to rescue my girlfriend from that serial killer. But, Keith, I don't want you to get overexcited. Can you imagine just like the remainder of the flight? It's like, we're just going to leave those bodies there. We don't really have anywhere to put them. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and continue with our flight. Please, if you have children in the cabin, just avert their eyes from the dead, bloody bodies at the front of the cabin. Thank you. Deputy Sky Marshal walks up and says, my, son, what in heaven's name did y'all get into here? With your heart pounding and your voice breaking, you explain in detail the events surrounding the attempted hijacking. You give the Sky Marshal the paper and wire clippers, telling him how you disarmed the bomb. Well, it looks like a job well done to me, feller. Y'all go right ahead on with your business, and we'll finish cleaning up this mess. Really getting the deputy. Yeah, the actual guy was not available. You and Keith leave the airplane and are met at the airport by Officer Jarvis Pittman. Jarvis Pittman is a very interesting name. Yee-haw-ha! Let me show you what this baby can do. I dressed up as Jarvis Pittman for Halloween 4 years in a row. About leaves you in a still shaking Keith to Stilton PD's homicide lieutenant's office. Oh, there he is. Tonal whiplash. This game is tonal whiplash. Look at the beehive haircut on the receptionist. Hey, you must be Mr. Bonds and Mr. Robinson. The lieutenant is waiting for you. I wish there was a close-up of her purple beehive. Come on in, the door is open. Well, technically it wasn't. Wild Willie walks over, shakes your hand and says, "Wild Willie, huh? Detective Bonds and Robinson, welcome to Stilton. Wild Willie. Well, you dudes are chasing one fine upstanding citizen. It seems this punk Bains has already started his handiwork here, too. You know the quote-unquote phone tap subject Don Colby?" he asks. Without waiting for a reply, he goes on to say, "Hate to tell you boys this, but after putting a tap on Colby's phone, I sent an unmarked unit over to check on a man. My man found him deader than a doornail with a .32 caliber hole in his head. We did manage to connect," Willie tells you, "on one threatening call from Bains. I don't think it'll help, but the call was traced to a payphone in our local quote-unquote Burt Park. I sent a man over there to have a look around," he said, "but nothing was found. You boys will probably want to go over there and look around," Willie grunts. "I think you'll be spinning your wheels. I think Officer Pittman is waiting in the hall. He can drive you over to the park. Good luck, boys." Check out the shirt on that guy outside at the other desk. Like maybe a Hawaiian shirt. Did you forget something, Sonny? "Oh yeah, Bonds, forgot the radios, didn't you?" Yep. Uh-oh. Stuck. Really? Or do I need to stand? Okay, this is going to be where the game finally defeats me. Ah, there we go. Okay. It's Wild Willie. Yeah, Sierra knows how to put in warnings on not to miss things, but chooses not to. Yeah, that's exactly right, Paul. That's kind of curious, isn't it? How they were more than happy to let us pass up important items in most games most of the time, but these radios? Nah. "You and Keith are driven to Burt Park by Jarvis Pittman, a very cool 20-year veteran who looks 10 years younger than his real age. He is very taut. He regales you with stories of his escapades as a young patrolman, many of them quite salacious. By the time you reach the park, you're beginning to wish he had retired last year because you are so jealous of him. Sure enough, Officer Pittman climbs out of the patrol car and heads into the park with you, talking all the way about his very cool life." "Oh man, there's Pittman. Look at him, it's Jarvis." As you approach the park entrance, the patrol car cries, "You're in S66. We have a burglary in process at 10th Avenue. Request you respond immediately. Over." Oh man, send Pittman on that case. "Jarvis, gotta go." Jarvis Pittman looks like Police Quest 1. Ooh, save game name. Jarvis Pittman for Police Quest The Next Generation. Here's the telephone booth Bains used to make that call. Call us if you need to be picked up or you have other assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap on Jarvis Pittman. Okay, let's get our new save. Jarvis Pittman died on his way back to his home planet. Man, Jarvis Pittman's the best. Okay. These are pretty backgrounds. They look like they were unused bits from Genesta's Island in King's Quest IV. Uh-oh. It's a punk. Give gold ball to Frog. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. You key up your walkie-talkie and radio for help from Keith. Oh, look at this guy with his punk rock hairdo. He's scared of walkie-talkies, though. Just like everyone in the E.T. re-release, where they replaced the guns with walkie-talkies. They're just as threatening. Evidently, the mugger doesn't like cops. You're heavy breathing, hacking, and coughing as Keith escorts the would-be mugger back to you. Breathing heavily, Keith says, Sonny, I'm getting too old for this kind of stuff. Yeah, now you're just literally doing Lethal Weapon, but like the boulderized version of it. It's like the guy Spock neck pinches in Star Trek 4. Listen, Pig, I ain't talking to nobody. You understand that? Oh, really? Then guess what? You're getting ready to get Mirandaized. Read your rights. Keith's already done that, but it gives me points for just remembering that's a good thing to do. Keith pops up and says, I'll take our little mugger friend and turn him over to Lytton PD. Man, look at Keith actually, like, joining in on this. Finally. He's just gonna, that's a good point. He didn't attempt to mug us at any point. That's a really good point. There was literally no crime committed there, right? That was just somebody, there's a poodle. That was just somebody out for a run in a park and is arrested for pre-crime. That makes sense. Arrest Swan. Looks like a normal manhole cover. You see evidence of recent use. Oh, here's where it's getting intense. We're nearly there. I'm flipping over, and I'm on the last page of my 9-page walkthrough. We're going to see a kill screen. I guess we already saw a kill screen when I got hit by that car earlier, and the game completely crashed. The manhole's covered in blood. How can you do that when you're standing on it? Dummy. See, Jim Walls hates me. I'm not sure the feeling isn't mutual. Ooh, that was a close one. You better watch out you don't fall into the open manhole. Yeah, that was a close one. It won't let me fall into the manhole. Since when did this game get, like, friendly toward players? That was a close one. Nope, can't get down. Alright, I guess it's ladder climbing time. Okay, here we are. So we're going to go, according to my walkthrough, east, east, and south. Falling into the trough of human waste. You lose consciousness as you slip beneath the surface. Ladies and gentlemen, falling into the trough of human waste. You lose consciousness as you slip beneath the surface. Hashtag poop drown. Oops. Hashtag accidental poop drown. Yeah, so much for the con game, huh? You feel a burning sensation in your eyes. Your breathing becomes labored and you can't seem to get enough air. Feel weak and lightheaded. Seem to have made it through the pocket of deadly methane gas. Go south and west. Players without numpads are probably furious by this point. You're exactly right. Take the gas mask. Wear a gas mask. The sewers really have gas masks in them. Oops, I don't need to wear it yet. Okay. This Sonny Bonds. Cool guy in a gas mask. Okay, getting ever closer. Whoa. The close one. Oh, interesting. You can't fall off here, but you could fall off in the earlier places. You cautiously walk into the room. You can't believe your eyes when you see Marie. I've located Marie. Showing excitement from seeing you, Marie struggles against her restraints. Marie squirms excitedly in her chair as you approach. She says, "Mumble, mumble." The end of Police Quest 2 is the same as the end of the classic Orson Welles film The Third Man in this essay out well. Calm Marie. After you tell Marie to keep quiet, Marie stops her struggling. You nervously struggle with the rope. Finally, you loosen her bonds, her Sonny Bonds, and set her free. She whispers in your ear about how happy she is to see you. Then she smothers you in her lipstick. Nervous and trying to stay as quiet as possible, Marie whispers, "Please, Sonny, let's get out of here before he comes back." The sound of approaching footsteps interrupts your plans, and Marie says, "OMG, he's coming back!" "Sonny, you must hide." Okay. Here we go. Nailed it. The firefight between you and Bains ends with him winning. Remember, the one with the quick gun and enough ammo wins. Please tell me I'm not short on ammo. Haha! 300 out of 300. The barrage is over. Bains lies motionless on the control room floor. We did it, team. It appears that all the firing range practice is paid off. Can you believe it? It's finally here. We've done it. Cream is right. Checking Bains, you find all vital signs have ceased. Blue hair, mullet Bains is dead. You view Bains in his deceased state. Deep down inside, you kind of feel sorry for him. The reality, however, is that... Yes? The destructive vengeance of the Death Angel has been silenced. I like the dramatic pause there. Oh, Sonny, you're my hero. I never want to be apart from you ever again. Back home in Lytton. You've been placed on mandatory 3-day administrative leave of absence resulting from the shooting death of Jesse Bains. You spend needed leisure time with Marie and wait results from the Lytton PD Internal Affairs Shooting Review Board. What's going on with Jarvis Pittman, though? The 3 days finally pass, and now the findings, conclusions, and recommendations from the Shooting Review Board are as follows. Promote Sergeant Jarvis Pittman. This won't have any repercussions in Police Quest 3. This board finds the homicide detective Sonny Bonds, while on duty, was involved in the discharge of his weapon at another human being during the process of rescuing kidnapped victim Marie Wilkins. Further, the shooting resulted in the fatal wounding of quote-unquote Jesse Bains, escaped fugitive. The board notes, Jesse Bains, while using a stolen .32 caliber Browning automatic, first attacked and fired at Detective Bonds with the intent to commit murder. The review board conclusions. The board finds that Detective Bonds acted in self-defense while in fear for his own life and while protecting the life of kidnapped victim Marie Wilkins. The board concludes that the shooting death of Jesse Bains by homicide detective Sonny Bonds was totally and unquestionably legal and justifiable. The review board recommendations. 1. This board recommends immediate cancellation of administrative leave, therefore returning Detective Bonds to permanent active status. Detective Sonny Bonds will receive Lytton Police Department's Silver Commendation Award for superior effort and performance while engaged in a life-threatening situation. This board recommends that Detective Sonny Bonds participate in a 2-week R&R period prior to returning to duty. The next day, oh my gosh, this is so good. The Dixieland Band, everyone's awesome anime. The captain eating ice cream. He vows to quit smoking by the time he returns from the island paradise. Oh, this is so amazing. Since this is a special occasion, you wonder why the captain can't quit slurping, licking, and smacking ice cream. Oh, well, I guess it's better than the old habit he used to have, dipping and spitting snuff. How incredibly specific. With congratulations over and the award ceremony out of the way, you board the plane. Then... oh, this is so great. This is just ridiculous at every level. Okay, it's just kind of hanging out here. Oh, here we go. Flying off into the sunset. Oh, that's literally what it says. Your high school sweetheart, Marie Wilkins. Here we go. We did it. It blasts off into space. While high in the sky, bound for the warm, emerald-clear waters of the Bahamas, you ask Marie, Marie, will you marry me? With tears of joy flowing, Marie answers, yes. Oh man, it's a love plane. Like that one Austin Powers had. That's a great question. Yeah, popping the question in the Bahamas rather than on the train. Like, you'd think at some level Sonny might be like, I don't know if I want to hop back on a plane. Last time, oh, look at his thumbs up. The grin and the thumbs up. Look at it. It's marvelous. Yeah, I did it. The end. Hey, it's me, Sonny Bonds. Do we get credits? Maybe we don't get credits. No, I don't think we do. I think that's it. Wow. So I guess that's the end of Police Quest 2, the Japanese version released in 1989 for the PC-98. Thanks again. We had a good crowd through the whole stream. I'm glad people stuck around to watch it. I had a lot of fun playing through. This has been a long time since I played Police Quest 2. As I said, it's not the best game in the world. I don't know that any of the Police Quest games necessarily are, but of the series, it's probably the one that I enjoy most personally. So this was a lot of fun to have you guys here with me. Again, I try to stream a old adventure game every Wednesday night around 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Feel free, follow, subscribe, all that sort of good stuff. I'm always happy to have a crowd here to join in, because these sorts of things are way more fun to enjoy with friends. That's how I used to play them when I was a kid. I played them with my neighbors, and we'd sit down in front of the computer and just have fun together, laughing at the games and trying to figure out the puzzles. This, in an era of social distancing, is the next best thing. So thanks a lot for joining me. This has been a real pleasure, and I will see you guys soon with another stream coming up. Take care and have a good evening.